too little rain. Too much rain. Rising seas. More violent, destructive storms. And floods growing in intensity and frequency. These are the disastrous effects of climate change, especially in vulnerable countries like Bangladesh. The effects on human health are perhaps less obvious, but just as serious.
There are health impacts. In the coastal area, ordinary people have higher blood pressure than the rest of the country. These people have more sodium in their blood because they have to take salt water rather than fresh water. For women, this is particularly important because this gives rise to preeclampsia and eclampsia, which results in the illness of the unborn child in the pregnant mother.
When you have more flooding, it contaminates and gets into water sources. When you're working in nutrition, you can have all of your gains go with a bout of diarrhea. And so that affects people. You're seeing more issues like that. So that's a huge problem, and I think that's going to continue, and that's something for Bangladesh I worry about.
Over the last 40 years, Bangladesh has made huge strides in health, but there could now be a serious setback.
Over the last couple years, we found that dengue fever is increasing. We've also this year seen chikungunya for the first time, which is also from the same mosquito. I'm also told by CDC contacts that malaria is going to increase. Nutrition is an issue, and with climate change and issues of flooding and so forth, it becomes more of one. In a food insecure place already, that's going to make things worse. It's hard, we're always fighting against these things.
How can we make a difference?
So we have to be scientifically alert, globally responsible, because this is not isolated, it cannot be isolated. A child dying as a victim of climate change, this is a global moral issue, this is a global justice issue.
We live in a world where anything that you do locally has a global impact, and we cannot deny what is happening to the rest of our brothers and sisters in other parts of the world who are suffering the impact of climate change right now. As Christians, we know and we believe that God created everything. He created the whole universe, and we have the mandate to care for God's creation. And therefore we need to be at the forefront, speaking out and saying, yes, this matters to us as Christians because this matters to God. And so I would urge everyone in Canada, the US, wherever you are, in Australia, speak up, because when you speak up, it makes a difference in our nations, because your country policies matter.